Amnesia, a game that genuinely disturbs me, and I've never been able to finish. I've never even come close to finishing it, I think. Maybe an hour and a half in? I get about one session in, and then go, I don't think I can do this anymore. I think it's too spooky, and it makes my heart race in a way that I don't like. I had all of my saves wiped, because the last time I played this was like 4 computers ago. Can't even remember if I had it on Steam at all. Maybe I pirated it. I was quite young when I got this, and I might have pirated it, I can't remember, but I own it now. It's a lot chunkier than I remember. Every game from like 2010, 11, 12 was so chunky. I'm not going to play this on hard mode, are you absolutely fucking insane? Although I've heard it gets less scary as it goes on, so maybe now.
Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry.
Okay,
My
let's
name
do
is
that then.
Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done?
I don't know where that is.
Crazy. Don't forget.
Mayfair, not London.
Forget.
I assume it's a borough of
I
London.
must stop him. Focus. My name is. I am Daniel.
Okay, Daniel. I know that the sequel... I don't know how Amnesia Rebirth was received. I know that the second one is pretty much universally hated. A Machine for Pigs, I think it's called. Oh, that's some motion blur. May need to turn that off. Oh no, it's settling down. It's just because I got a head wound or something. A memento has been added to the journal. J or Y? J, please. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. I feel like I could have figured that one out on my own. Oh, this looks very old now, doesn't it? Oh my god. When grabbing an object, press right mouse to throw it. Cool. Just random destruction. Oh, I am very hazy. It's very sort of fuzzy when I move my head. When you kind of hit your head too hard and you're kind of dizzy and weird for a while in here. This isn't the liquid trail. I know that this was huge at one point. Oh, that's a tinderbox. Is that a tinderbox? I don't think I've ever actually seen a tinderbox in real life. Oh, I think that's thunder and not an evil monster. I can't quite remember this game at all, by the way. Because it's been, like I said, at least 6 years since I played this. Well, this was everywhere for a long time. Oh, I'm falling on the ground, by the way. Please get up. I don't want to fall on the ground. At least fall on the carpet and not the cobblestones. Okay, I guess I was just doing squats. But yeah, this game was basically YouTube darling for like 2 or 3 years, but I never watched a playthrough of it, I think. Yeah, like PewDiePie and Markiplier, and I'm trying to think of a YouTuber from that era that isn't those two and isn't like exercised from the community for being a paedophile. There's actually not many. Or like a weird pervert who preyed on women. But yeah, everybody played this, suffice it to say. That was cold. I think I just took sanity damage? Man, I need to... Is there a way to turn off the motion blur in this? Because Jesus Christ. Yeah, turn off radium blur. Yeah, turn off image trail. And then everything else is fine. I'm not even 100% sure what any of this means, to be honest. I think some of them I need to save, but that already looks a lot clearer. How old is this game? At least 11 or 12 years old. I think it's 2010. See, this is the mechanic that makes me want to die, is having to pry open doors and windows and stuff like that. Can I pick up this nice shirt? Like, a nice crisp shirt can make you feel so much better, genuinely. It's why I can't spend very long in my pajamas when I wake up. If I'm not dressed by about 9 AM, I start to feel weird and unpleasant, and I start to get kind of crabby. Oh, I thought this was a lever. No, it's just an incredibly chunky coat hook. Like, I was sure I was going to pull that and some, like, spooky thing was going to open. This blew open. I imagine I should be going in here. This is a nice room, actually. Again, a bit Skyrim looking, but I would happily have this as like a little living room. It looks cold, I'll say that. Reenact every scene with an alcoholic in a movie. Ah! I can't write! Can I... Oh, I can move the chairs! I forgot about that. Can I like crush up the chairs and use them as kindling? Can I burn you? No. I heard a breath there. Is this game scary? Oh, yeah, it is. At least from what I remember. Maybe now with, like... the last time I played this, I was probably in my mid-teens. Or late teens, I should say. If it was like 6, 7 years ago. I would have been my, like, mid to late teens. So, you know, maybe now with a fully adult brain, maybe I can appreciate it without being as spooked. We'll see. Oh, I'm still unsteady on my feet. It's going at some strange Dutch angles. I've never been inside a castle like this. I know they exist in Ireland. It's just, never really seen one. Oh, the walls are closing in around me. That's not a good sign. Oh, I can take this. Yeah, sure. This is my friend now. This is, I don't know, Sir Gawain. Ready to fight my enemies for me? Oh, something horrifying's going on. I'm not losing handle on this helmet though. Okay, and we're back up. Awesome. I mean, that was clearly a real scream. I was about to say, oh, it's just all in my head, but like that chandelier is shaking pretty noisily. So something happened there. I don't really want to know what this weird goo is, although you know what it does look like? It looks identical to Calpol. Okay, you stand here while I scout around. Okay, down into the creepy basement. I don't really feel like it. Oh, I can jump quite high. Open. Oh, another crisp white shirt. This is an old-fashioned shirt. Oh, fuck me. When standing in darkness, your sanity will drain. Turn on the lights in the environment using tinderboxes or other sources of light. Oh, it's very dark. Can I reach up here and light one of these? No. What are these paintings? Okay, so Jesus being crucified. Anytime I see any painting depicting this scene, all I can hear is that Monty Python song. Always look on the bright side of life. Even as a kid, whenever... Because I went to a religious school. Anytime they would bring up the crucifixion, that would just play in the back of my head. Because I had been exposed to Monty Python before Christ. So far, not actually spooky. Ooh, another friend. See, at this point, I probably would just like... Oh, this is getting to me. This is too dark, apparently. Fuck. That's too dark? It's not even that dark. I regularly keep my house darker than this. It was actually a point of contention with me and my girlfriend, is how dark I keep the house. I'm perfectly fine not bothering turning on lights and just finding my way around. I have extremely good night vision. She does not, and gets very angry when I forget to turn on the lights. The old archives. Sure. This is a nice looking door. It looks thick. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London. Seemed appropriate somehow. I don't know the backstory of this game. Or the lore. It's very windy in this castle. This seems... Especially considering that there doesn't seem to be any noticeable cracks in the walls or anything. So where's this wind coming from? What is this? There we go. Banzenreich? Banzenreich. I don't know German. I actually don't know a word of German. I know more Irish than I know German, and I don't know how to speak Irish. But anytime you see the word Reich in a German book, it's kind of a bit. Ugh. Witnessing unsettling events will reduce your sanity. Man, I'm a fragile boy, aren't I? This is not that scary. Having a door blow open when there's clearly like a cracked window over there is not that bad. I mean, this is gonna flood, surely. Ah, well that's worse. Like, not because it's unsettling, really. It's just because this is really gross. Are those cockroaches, or what? Are they just worms? I'm not really sure. Pick up box, throw. Don't spend too long in the dark, because apparently I'm frightened of the dark. You know, something-aphobia, darkophobia, who knows. But yeah, my house is a little bit of a mess right now. I forgot to buy a vacuum cleaner when moving into this house a year ago. And so I've been making do with sweeping brushes. You know, like pans and brushes and like a broom. And a very, very, very old vacuum cleaner that doesn't seem to exist anymore. Like, you can't find parts or anything for it. Also, it's a bagged vacuum cleaner, which I hate. It's like this tiny, tiny bagged vacuum cleaner. Hang on, a tornado's happening. Yeah, it's not unsettling at all. Oh, there's like a hole. Can I find a way to climb up there? Maybe I'm meant to stack things and form a little barricade, and I hop up there. I should probably be lighting things as well, because it's probably going to get dark. Ooh, a lantern! Cool. You picked up the lantern. When filled with oil, it can be turned on by pressing F. It's tiny, tiny, tiny vacuum cleaner, and I had to look up a specialist retailer to find vacuum bags for it. So I got one pack of like 5 vacuum bags, and they ran out like 2 months ago. You need a Henry Hoover. I was going to buy a Henry Hoover, but they were out of stock when I went to buy them, so I just picked whatever else was there. Yeah, let's light that, because I do feel the need for some light right now. Like, is there anything else over here? Any clues? I don't know why, but this gives me sort of like detective game vibes. I feel like I should have a magnifying glass. Maybe it's the setting. This kind of brings to mind, you know, Sherlock Holmes kind of style stuff. Look, maybe this isn't anything creepy. This is just we're in an area with lots of earthquakes. Does Germany get a lot of earthquakes? Because I think we're in Germany, from the text of the books that we've been finding. Like, this is what is it? Fanzenreich again. Like, I'm pretty sure these are all German. Mikey introduced me to the wonderful experience of Marmite and peanut butter. Oh, God. I have had Marmite, I think, twice in my life, and both times it was genuinely upsetting. I hated Marmite. This looks quite heavy. I like to imagine I'm just, like, hefting this above my head and just throwing it like the Hulk. Sacrilege. I mean, the whole selling point of Marmite is that 50% of people despise it, right? They use that in their marketing. Every ad or promotional thing I've ever seen for Marmite is, you know, it's like Marmite, or you love it or you hate it, that kind of thing. Oh, I can't... It didn't want me to look away from whatever was on this table. To add more oil to lantern, double-click on the oil item in the inventory. Oh, I have an inventory. I have a slight headache because I'm going insane. I should probably, yeah, increase my oil. My health is completely fine. I have some tinder boxes, some oil, and a journal.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know
I forgot there was narration in this game, I'll be honest.
to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brennenburg still invokes bitter anger in
Brennenburg.
you.
Is that a real
If
place?
not,
Brennenburg?
this will
That
sound
sounds
horrible.
German.
Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him, young and strong. He will be no match for you.
That's a weird way to put that.
One
Use
last
your
thing.
young, supple
His
body.
shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back.
That's
You
unnerving.
need to
This
escape
is a
it as
genuinely
long as you
terrifying
can.
concept. Finding a note from yourself
Redeem
after you have
us
amnesia,
both,
going like,
Daniel.
I made you
Descend
forget
into
something
the
so
darkness
horrifying.
where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self.
That is a hilarious way to sign off, though. Your former self. It's like if I wrote, like, shopping lists with you from the past, Dreya. Dark Descent is set in 1839. Interesting. Which is when the Night of the Big Wind happened. I don't know if I know the Night of the Big Wind. My 19th century history is not amazing. Did something open? Or was I meant to, like, unveil a secret staircase or something in here? A powerful European windstorm that swept across Ireland and the UK? Oh, interesting. It must be something in here, right? No. Like, why is this spilled? Oh, there's a lever. Fantastic. Like, I think Ireland at that point was probably going through enough without having that. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this, the young boy thought? And something couldn't read it fast enough. To run, hold down left shift. That's always a frightening message to get, especially in a horror game. Actually, only in a horror game. But whenever you're playing anything that's supposed to be a little bit spooky, and you hear, make sure you know how to run, it's always a bit, oh god. Oh, fuck me. Ghosts?
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp.
He doesn't sound German. He sounds American.
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery.
Am I
In
being
fact,
groomed?
It lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Brennenburg. That sounded suspicious, and not at all menacing. Is this blood or wax? It must be wax. Like, there's no way blood would survive this long, right? Or maybe it's ghost blood? Should I... I don't know where to go now, actually. I have no idea. But yeah, I think... I can't actually remember. You'd think it would have been drilled into me at this point, being from where I'm from. Excuse me? What just happened? It wrenched control of my camera there for a second. Did a door just open or close? Archives. Should I be going in the archives, or is this where I came from? Travelling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to something guild. Library. Library, is that... Oh, rare books. Libri rari, I imagine. It's Latin, I think. Entrance hall. Well, we should... It was done, the men said. The tomb had been revealed. Tin Hanan awaits, grinned the toothless foreman. Oh, have we... Is this a... You dug too deep too greedily story? I had no idea. I actually couldn't remember. If this is a they dug too deep and too greedily story, I'm into it. I always like those. They're funny. You know, Tutankhamun, the dwarves of Moria, that kind of thing. Oh, bugs. Cool. Are these insanity bugs? I think they're meant to be hissing cockroaches, which we don't have here. Oh, can't get out there. Because of goo? This is gum. This is definitely used gum, right? It's making a horrible squelching noise, so I think that means I can't pry it loose. Cool. Okay, so I can either go into the archives, that door's locked, or can I go downstairs? Is this going to be gooed up as well? The refinery. Yes, this is gooed up as well. Okay, fine. Can I burn it? Oh, I got a thing. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? I was about to say, can I burn it like it's Zelda? No. It is tough and pliant. It cannot be torn by hand or tools. Okay, the wine cellar. What was it? The wine cellar, the laboratory, or the rare books? I mean, I know I would rather go look at the rare books. Like, I don't want to go into the wine cellar. Not only do I not really drink, but also that is a cellar. It's going to be down and dark and scary. The archive sounds nice. Like a nice little library to wander around in. Oh, is there another door down here? Yes, but it's closed. Okay, never mind. Oh, another tinderbox though. Okay, I think I'm going to look around the library for a while then. Why not? Maybe we'll find something to tell me what's happening. The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again. Because there was a Balrog in there. You dug up a Balrog. Yeah, I wonder what catalogy could mean.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition.
Give me like an
making
Indiana
it
Jones
impossible
vibe.
to dig until dusk. How Professor
Are they
Herbert
trying to
managed
find the lost
find
ark?
the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure.
I think I was briefly into this sort of thing when I was a kid.
It was the tomb we sought.
The whole like
ordered the others to clear the
Egyptian
way
tomb
late
thing,
into the
like
dark,
Tomb Raider
cold night.
sort of thing. Although I never played
Tomorrow,
Tomb Raider,
I shall lead the
so I
men
can't have been that
into
into
the
it.
ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting.
Oh well,
to take
that's
back
the
to
British
London.
Museum for you.
British Museum.
Let's go steal from countries and bring it back, and then never give it back to them. Oh, hello, little hissing cockroach. They're kind of cute. They move a little bit like the guinea pigs do, which is kind of endearing to me. The reason that the British Museum is so reluctant to give back any artifacts that get requested of it. You know, it's like, oh, you have these tablets from our country that are really important to us culturally. Could you give them back? They never do, because then it would set a precedent and their archives would be emptied in about a year. Like, everything they own is taken from other countries through, like, colonization. I have no idea what this is. It's some sort of... I think he's meant to be Arabic? Like with that headdress? And that scimitar? That looks Arabic. Scimitars are Arabic, aren't they? Yeah, I think so.